One happy mid-January to you, love and light to you as we step right into this new year here, 2018. We're here with the mid-month previews for the energies that will span approximately the 15th to the 31st of the month. Of course, energy is fluid, so they may resonate a little before that interval, a little after. But for those of you who have already purchased the full extended mid-month reading and have any questions about accessing, please email me at alchemyandyou@gmail.com and I'll try to get back to you there as soon as I can. For those of you who'd like to purchase this full extended reading for the mid part of January, you can click on the link in the bio box below, and that should route you to order your signs. Or you could just simply go to alchemyandyou.com, and there should be a banner up there at the top of that page. You can click that and order your signs that way. All right. Specifically, for those of you who've been asking about your North Node placement, okay, in your birth chart, that being sort of like the direction that you're moving in, okay, specifically as it pertains to matters of life path, soul path, journey, calling, career, and the like, and you've been asking, should I watch my North Node? And you may find that you resonate with that placement, as it speaks to the sort of qualities that may be conducive for you to hone in on, to harness and capitalize on, specifically as it pertains to the overall direction that you're moving in. So if you feel drawn to watch that placement, then feel free. If you don't know your North Node placement, you can calculate that via the link in the bio box below as well. You probably don't need your birth time for it, unless you're born on a cusp. So play around with it and see where you get there. Love and light to you all so much. Thank you for tuning in and for your dear support, and I'll see you soon. Here we go with the previews. Leo, you're right up and out. Let's get right into it here. Judgment in reverse. Okay, overlaying the Hierophant, overlaying the Moon. This energy is coming through from the last week's spread, the week of the 8th to the 14th. My goodness. Okay, you're popping out with it. The 10 of Cups. Ooh, very interesting. Leo. These two cards came through in your first week of January reading, the 1st to the 7th. You can feel free to watch that if you haven't yet. They came out in sequence, okay, and they were a focus for you. The culmination, I'm hearing, of an emotional past, of an emotional storyline, where whatever it was that you may have been dealing with in the first week or so of January, the 1st to the 7th, could be coming back around the mountain in a certain way for revision, I'm hearing, for conclusion in terms of what becomes of it. Now, on the ground, we have a few cards that popped out. It's the 3 of Pentacles. Let me grab those cards, Leo, and see. There are a few cards actually that fell on the ground. Let's see. Aha. It is the 3 of Pentacles, the Temperance card. Temperance, Sagittarius' card. Okay. Now, you also have, that fell on the ground, the Son of Swords. This was an energy that came through for you in your last week's reading from the 8th to the 14th. I believe it was, or was it your 1st to the 7th week? Okay. And nonetheless, prominent air sign. It could be here a focus on legality. Absolutely. But I'm hearing rebound, as it pertains to matters of finances and career. There is this desire to begin again in a certain way, the desire for stability. Financially, I'm hearing for you. The focus, though, is on the turnaround of a certain partnership. And there's a question you're thinking, what direction do I want to take with what I make of this new beginning that has to do, that speaks to matters of what I make, I'm hearing known, I'm hearing factually in terms of my emotional world. Okay, so for a number of you, marriage could be a focus here. And there's a little bit perhaps of a dynamic question with that. The 3 of Wands in reverse. Okay, the 5 of Wands in reverse. Coming through for you again, as well as the 3 of Wands. You have the 3 of Swords in reverse coming through. This had come through in your January 1st to 7th, I believe. The 9 of Pentacles in reverse. The Ace of Pentacles, okay, in reverse. And this is the 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th. okay, leading out with transformation again, but I'm getting that it is, I'm hearing an undying process. You're moving, you're moving, you're moving, I'm hearing. You have the Fool who looks into the future here, the 22nd to the 31st, who there is a focus here on the continuation, I'm hearing, of a new beginning. And it carries you all the way, it seems, into the ending of the month. But we'll get to the last week's reading in just a bit. You start out with the Three of Wands in reverse, followed by the Five of Wands in reverse, the Three of Swords in reverse, the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles smacked up in the middle in reverse. There's a focus here on finances, on assets, on the accumulation of finances and assets. And you realize that what surrounds this matter, the topic of sort of practicality, of hearing business, of also the seriousness with which I'm hearing form allies, and I'm also hearing boundaries to matters of creation, to business, to work life, to home life, and again, the boundaries between those two, you realize is so much held in your perception, your values, how it is that you instill your values in matters of what you seek to be opportunities, what you see in a certain way to be a method and a means to creating more in a way that's creative and dynamic. Your ideologies, your perspective is everything. Okay, and so I'm seeing that where there may have been a feeling of being locked. Okay, I'm hearing it's like a feeling of gridlock a little bit. Okay, with well, how do things begin again? In what direction do they begin again? I'm getting that you are desiring to make clear perceptively what role ideologically finances play for you before you determine how you want to begin again in a certain way. Okay, now we're seeing the Father of Pentacles again coming through, mirroring the Five of Wands in reverse. I'm seeing again this focus on career and finances before you tap into a creative, dynamic, I'm hearing free range sort of direction. And I'm hearing venture specifically for a number of you. So there could be a creative venture that you're thinking of pursuing that you realize requires, I'm hearing, a backbone of sorts financially. Now, you turn your back to the concept, the framework of what is, I'm hearing, a pressing issue of finances to focus on the vision of what it is you want to create, of what it is you want to breathe life into, I'm hearing. And you have the Hanged Man again here coming through for you in reverse, the Fool looking over the Hanged Man. There is, for a number of you, this longing to I'm hearing, feel peace again with perhaps a certain individual. Okay, you have the Ace of Cups in reverse, right beneath the Hanged Man in reverse, and the Fool again upright, right over this Hanged Man. For a number of you, you are dealing with a water sign specifically. You could be dealing with a Scorpio, you could be dealing with a Pisces. I'm getting specifically those two archetypes, and you have your sights set on what could be, Let's step into the last week here from January 22nd to the 31st and see what comes through for you, dear Leo. And again, I'm feeling that there is perhaps a focus on the realm of love for this next week. Let's see what there is to it. Hi there, Leo.